When it comes to life experiences, we can only really speak from our own experiences throughout our own life, whether these experiences are from our childhood or a story we experienced as someone as an adult, such as a movie or a book. This is a big part in what makes us all different as people, and makes us all our own person. However, there are certain aspects of our lives that are certainties, such as the fact that we will all die at one point or another, and that we all go through our own hardships. This is a big part in what makes it so hard to write a story about life as a whole that properly presents its message in a way that everyone can truly enjoy and relate to when writing a fictional story. There is one movie, however, that manages to capture it perfectly in my opinion, and from what I've heard, that goes for others as well. The movie in question is a wonderfully beautiful but also tear-jerking movie by the Japanese animation studio P.A Works, and it's called Maquia, When the Promised Flower Blooms. However, before we get into the video and before I explain to you why this is, I would like to ask you who are watching this video one thing first. That is, if you could be so kind as to hit the subscribe button underneath. I am trying to reach 1k subscribers, so if you enjoy this video, please hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Maquia is an animated movie about a woman by the name of Maquia, who is from a group of humans called the Eorf, who stop aging at the age of 15 and live for hundreds of years. Maquia is an orphan who at the start of the movie is shown to us as someone who is very lonely and who feels as if she has no one around her who she can truly be with or that truly loves her. Her home then gets invaded by a neighboring kingdom whose king wants to find out why they lived for so long, and who wants to find an Eorf woman to wed so that the king's heir can live for hundreds of years. Maquia manages to escape the invasion, and when she does, she finds a newborn baby in the arms of his recently deceased mother and decides to raise him with the care and the love that she never felt she received, so that he would never have to feel the same loneliness as she did. After this, we see the story proceed by following the life of Maquia and the child whom she names Ariel, and shows us the hardships that they go through as Maquia has to live in a kingdom which invaded her home and are looking for surviving Eorf. We get to see them go through a ton of different things. We get to see them go through everything together. We get to see them go through times where they get along great and do anything they can to aid one another. And we also get to see them go through some hardships, which also leads to disagreements, which also makes it so that Ariel becomes more rebellious through time, and that they end up having all sorts of agreements and much more. We, along with Maquia and Ariel's lives, also get to see and follow the story of the kingdom and what happens after the invasion and why. The show has a very clear and easy to understand story that might not be for everyone due to its slow pacing and slice of life elements. However, I highly recommend it to you and advise you to check it out, though you should be aware that you will be crying by the end of the movie. The soundtrack is phenomenal and does a great job at immersing the viewer into the story that is being presented. It is very clear that the movie heavily leans on and wants to push the idea that everything comes to an end no matter how good or bad it is, as we all go through a variety of different things throughout our lives. These good things could be something like one's time with someone near and dear to us, all the way to something negative such as the idea of loneliness and having no one around oneself who truly cares about them. The movie does a great job at showing us how time passes through Ariel as he grows up during the film, all the way from a toddler to an adult, which makes the ending of the movie especially emotional. The writers of the movie clearly knew how to get the points that they wanted to get across, and managed to do it incredibly well through not only the movie's breathtaking visuals, but also through the soundtrack and dialogues we see in the story throughout the movie. The director of the movie, Mario Kada, clearly knows how to tug at people's feelings, and has a fantastic understanding on not only how to successfully bring emotions to life through a movie with great character writing and direction, but also through dialogue and visuals. P.A Works did an absolutely amazing job with the animation, and I gotta say that I adore the art style. It reminds me a lot of the art style Square Enix uses for some of their games, such as Final Fantasy XII and Bravely Default, which are some of my favorite games of all time. I believe Final Fantasy III also uses this art style, which is... oh, chef's kiss. Fun fact, Final Fantasy III is my favorite Final Fantasy game, so... I absolutely adore this art style, and so the art style and animation were almost instant wins for me because of it. With all of that being said, I hope you all have enjoyed this video, and if you did, please check out the movie, and also, I would appreciate it if you click the subscribe button below. I wish you all a fantastic rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching.